It just kind of makes me feel like, why can't we just magically grow a penis with sperm and make it work? Hi guys, and welcome to another mini little series of our Mommy Monday. So if you guys haven't noticed, last week I posted a video talking about baby names. So I'm trying to kind of jump on board with this Mommy Monday thing, either talking about baby names, talking about our IUI process, talking about frustrations, tips, tricks, all the things. So if you're interested, go ahead and stick along. And before you even get started, if you are clicking on this video because you ran across it because of the title, go ahead and hit that subscribe red button right there, because you are royalty now. So let's go ahead and jump into the tips and tricks and all the things of the things we ask ourselves and the tips and tricks that we want to know about an IUI. So if you're new to this channel, I want to start off by saying hi, my name is Brittany. I started this channel overall just to kind of get ideas and everything, because my wife and I are going to start IUI at the beginning of the year. So one of the first things that I did was I was looking up the process, looking up the cost, looking up all the things. So the first thing that we're going to talk about in this Mommy Monday is tips and tricks on a successful IUI, because if you don't know, IUI is not cheap. And if y'all are wanting me to kind of make a video over the cost and everything that we do with IUI, let me know. So like I said, that was one of the first things that we looked up, was tips and tricks of a successful IUI, the cost, things that we need to do beforehand, and we're going to talk about those today. So one of the main things that they always talk about is seek out a expert. So what they mean by that is making sure that you're going to a fertility clinic or talking to your OBGYN, who can refer you to a good fertility specialist. And I'm going to be leaning more towards the LGBTQ community, or women who are having issues getting pregnant, so they're having to do a little bit of extra to help them along, like IUI, IVF, and things like that. So like I was saying, seek an expert. Now Maribel and I's case, we're not having a fertility issue. Now I cannot have a baby, so I won't be having a kid, and I'll go into a little bit more detail about that in another video. So Maribel, my wife, is going to be the one who is going to be having our child. And so we don't have to do the whole issue, gonna have issue getting pregnant and all of that, because she doesn't have any issues or have any reason to believe that she can't have a baby. Now we did have to have a original consultation to kind of look at her egg quality, talk about her age, talk about our expectations as far as with the IUI. So we do all that, which is why they say first things first is to seek an expert. So the second thing, which I'm sorry if I'm looking down a lot, I have my handy dandy notes out to kind of talk about. So the second thing that they want us to do before we even go and see an expert is do some research about IUI, because some people, IUI is not for them. Some people need to do IUI, some people need to do IVF, and there's just a whole bunch of different things out there that science has came up with that we can do to to have a child. So like you're doing now, which if you're watching this video, you are doing the very first step in deciding if IUI is for your family. So do your research, look up videos. When my wife and I started talking about it, we looked up tons and tons and tons of videos. I probably drove her crazy with how many videos I was watching and how many questions I was asking her, and just my brain was like an overload, because I looked up so many videos. I looked up so many websites on making sure that IUI was the right fit for us. Another thing that they want us to do is kind of adopt a good, healthy eating habit. Now, not saying that you need to go into your cupboard and throw away all the junk food and start afresh and go completely organic, completely no anything in it but just healthy, green. No, they're not talking about doing that, but talking about, you know, drinking more water, being a little bit more cautious with what we eat. You know, instead of grabbing like a bag of chips, you know, grab like an apple. You know, just being more cautious of what you eat, portion control, everything like that. Because when you have a healthy body and you're putting healthy things in yourself, it's easier for a healthy pregnancy, a good pregnancy, a healthy body. Sorry, my wife's in the background. She's playing her game and she's trying not to be awkward. So anyway, so yeah, just being more cautious of like what we put inside of our bodies, to where, you know, it's just we're eliminating any and anything that they're going to tell us is why we're not getting or going to get pregnant. So the next thing that we're going to do is start exercising a little bit more. Now, I know that when some people hear exercise, they run. I'm one of them people. I'm them people. And I don't really like exercise. I'm a CO, and we are running back and forth all the time. We do so much physical work, but we just want our bodies to be healthy. You don't want to sit here and get pregnant and be, you know, not being able to take care of our little ones. You know, we want to be able to run around with them. We want to be able to chase them. We want to be able to be able to like keep up with them physically, mentally, as best as we can. So just, you know, making sure, you know, you're just a little bit more physically active, making sure that, you know, you can keep up with your little one, because our babies are coming, which is why we're watching this video. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, because we like all of our tips and tricks of how we're going to bring in a little bundle of joy. So the next thing that they say is just, you know, try to make sure that we avoid, and before I even say this, I'm not throwing any shade, but make sure that we avoid any smoking, any drugs, anything like that, because that can kind of inhibit our IUI process of getting pregnant. Now, avoiding drugs goes without saying. You don't want to be trying to do IUI and you're on drugs, but just, you know, making sure that you're staying clear of that. Like I said, IUI is expensive. We're not trying to do anything that will make us not get pregnant. So avoiding drugs, trying to avoid smoking will help us make a healthy temple for our children, whatever we want to call them, our little bundles of joy. So, and I know that this next thing is going to be kind of hard, but we need to work on our decompressing. We need to work on not being as stressed. And I know that that goes without a blink of an eye when we try to say, well, how are we supposed to eliminate stress? Do you know the world that we live in today? But it's just saying, you know, like, try to do things that make you happy. Try to do more self-care. Try to do things that make you happy. So I know I'm not the one that is having a baby, but I'm definitely doing that step in some self-care, doing things that make me happy, which is why I'm filming and why I do these videos for you guys, because I love you guys and I love my subscribers, and this makes me happy. Maribel, she's a gamer. She loves playing games. It makes her happy. Do things that make you happy, no matter what it is, except for stuff that makes us not have babies. We don't want to do that to make us happy. So another thing that I've recently kind of looked up, they're talking, a lot of people have been talking about acupuncture. I'm going to jack that word up. And I don't know a whole lot about it. Definitely talk to the doctor and see if acupuncture is something that you would need to do, because I think that more people lean towards that have tried IUI more than once, or doing IUI, or like legit have like fertility issues. They lean towards that. But if you talk to your doctor and they say that you're a good candidate, or if you just want to heighten the chances of you getting pregnant, there's nothing wrong with that, because there are so many things that people do to try to help, that it doesn't help to, to try to amplify the chances. There are so many like little fertility acupuncture things that you can try. So like I said, definitely talk to your doctor about it, see what they say, and take it from there. Another thing that is kind of good to try post or pre IUI is seeing if you're a good candidate for like taking some supplements before you try to get pregnant, just to kind of prep your body. Maribel and I have already started taking, well, not me, but her, started taking prenatals, and that's just to get her sulfuric acid built up and get her temple healthy. Just start getting those vitamins and nutritions that she needs in her body before she even gets pregnant, because it's not gonna hurt. Make her body more suitable and more ready for a baby, to where a baby can just snuggle right into there and boom, we'll be good. So yeah, ask your doctor, if they suggest, prescribing some medicine, or they just need to go get some prenatals over the counter, where you'll be good to go. Another thing that I did not know, and I don't know if most people talk about, but we're going to talk about the big O. Everyone, including the doctor, in a couple of videos that I've watched, have talked about how important it is to, after you have your IUI, to go home and have sex, and really push to have the big O. And if you're wondering what the big O is, orgasm. Try to have a orgasm, because when you have an orgasm, it opens up your it opens up everything, and it creates like a suction, like a vortex, and it sucks all those little swimmers up in there, and it amplifies the chances of a sperm actually meeting the egg, or maybe even reaching more than one egg, or it just amplifies getting those shooters up there, get those swimmers up there. So they talk about how important it is to have an orgasm after you have IUI. So like I said, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. And then the last but not least is to make sure that you and your spouse are in a good, happy space. I'm not saying to make sure that you're financially ready, because we're in 2019, and I'm going to be realistic. No one is ever financially ready for a child. And I think it's more important to focus on making sure that your relationship is in a healthy place, making sure that you're happy, making sure that your spouse is happy, making sure that you have a welcoming home, because we don't want to bring any negativity into a womb, into a family, into a house between your spouse and you. And I'm not even gonna lie, when you talk about fertility costs and you talk about trying to get pregnant, it's a huge stress factor. And you sit there and you're just like, why is this happening? Like why do we have to do all this? Why can't we just have a penis that works and we get pregnant? And sorry, you guys, y'all hear my rooster. So just make sure that you and your spouse are happy, be in a good place, be in a good, happy place. If y'all want to take like a little pre-babycation, take that pre-babycation. Just make sure that y'all are in a good, happy place. He's just going to keep going, guys. I'm sorry. Just make sure that you're in a good, happy place, and everything it'll just come when the time is ready. I know that it sucks, but we're going to do everything that we possibly can to make sure that we get that bundle of joy that we want. And if it takes a couple of tries, it takes a couple of tries. Don't feel defeated We have a community behind us of infertility and people who are trying for IUI, and you are not in this alone. So, if you found this video helpful and you want to keep following this series, please do not forget to hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button, and I will see you guys soon. Again, keep that head up. Y'all are royalty now. Bye, guys.